Another rebound for LeGerald Vick. Mikhailuk pulls up. That's one they're going to look at.
South Dakota State's got some good looks at the basket. The good news is they haven't gone in so far. We'll see how that goes.
Oh, good move.
How about the patience? You talked about the baby steps. That one right there is a new piece to his repertoire. Who Mary is, I don't know if that was one person they played or if that's a university or what. But
yeah, well, William stayed home.
Okay.
So Mikhailuk, that's a two.
Well, Steve's feeling good. Good rhythm. Rhythm shot there.
He's 2 for 2. They ruled that other shot a 2.
David Jenkins, instant offense for South Dakota State off the bench, misses that one.
And that's a 3.
Come off this screen and shoot it, regardless if he's open or not. He wasn't open that time, and he shot it and made it.
8 straight points until that little scoop shot by Svi Mikhailuk. Poked away. Here comes Graham with Mikhailuk ahead. Extra pass, Garrett inside. Don't just wait for the traffic to clear. Dom got a hand in on that. Poked away. Good defense by Garrett. Vick pulls up for 3. You remember Scott Hastings, right?
Oh, yeah.
Played at Arkansas and then for the Pistons. He was telling me a story about how Larry was lighting up the Pistons at the Garden one night. That's 70-30. Newman.
Oh, my gosh. That's an assist for Clay Young. Great job.
About a 3-second differential between game and shot clock. Mikhailuk. Wow. Doak points up at the bucket like, get it up here, I'll do it. Double team on Graham. Mikhailuk. 5 to shoot it. Up and under again. And 1. Graham tries to split the defense. Boy, had Azubuike open. Well, got a 3 anyway out of Vick.
And multiple times he hasn't gotten underneath his man.
Lightfoot, a nice rotation. Mikhailuk can't stop him. Wow!
Now, even Mikhailuk's got a smile on his face.
From the line. Vick pulls up. Just too easy. 50% basically from the field coming into this game. Newman. Long 2. Mitch Lightfoot.
You just don't get the 3, but we'll get there.
Telling Houston no. And a rebound for Azubuike. That's only his 2nd of the game. And look at him run the court. Oh! The big fella from coast to coast.
Boy, and that's just salt in the wound right there for South Dakota State.
Tien still looking for his first points. Azubuike with a left hand.
And Kansas with a small lineup can switch everything. A lot of interchangeable parts.
Vick. Oh, he just gets to the basket so easily. It's a 1-bid lead. Here comes Graham. For 3. Oh, what a pass and what a shot.
Yeah, Devontae long arms getting a nice little steal there against Jefferson. And then you see how he takes everybody to the basket.
You may have to make sure they put a hand up every time he shoots.
Mikhailuk. Now Vick for 3. Huh. How hot has he been? On the sidelines, you need Lightfoot. And there he is again with another block.
And I think he's starting to figure it out a little bit too.
Mikhailuk.
Lob to Mikhailuk. He just says, throw it up there. I'll go get it.
There goes the weave again. So far they're not switching. And there's the mismatch inside.
And it looks like he's going to step back and shoot it to force that defense to come up, and just lobs it to Udoka and says, go up there and get it, big fella. Force both guys to go out there and guard him off that screen.
Tough shot, and he hit it. 35% from the field, 29% from three-point range. All that's going to turn around. And now a steal from Graham. Oh, what a pass! Hello, Newman!
That zone's got them playing on the perimeter. They got to go into that post a little more.
Mykhailiuk, back-to-back threes for Svi Mykhailiuk.
Why wouldn't you want to come here? That sunshine.
Here's another lob.
Oh, Lob City, baby.
Okeke has that one knocked away by Gerald Vick. With his eyes up, he pushes for the Jayhawks. Graham's already into double figures with his third three.
This is just great help. When you play smaller, it's easy to be interchangeable and to get help on the backside, and then obviously in transition.
It's Graham around an Azubuike screen. Devontae Graham outside Mykhailiuk. That's a three! And Kansas takes the lead with 23 seconds.
I said it earlier, Mykhailiuk, how Svi it is. That is just catch, hands ready, pass on the money.
Every time somebody went for a drive, they were able to find the next for a great shot. Then on the glass, nobody rebounded. And then the guy who did come back got faked out.
Mykhailiuk for three. Vick got a little cavalier with that shot. Graham, catch and shoot. Wide open.
Yeah, great play.
2 to shoot. Jackson lost it. Devontae Graham at the steering wheel for Kansas, and that's bad news for Omaha.
He's an excellent player, but really not a point guard. He's learning on the job, and that's tough to do.
Jayhawks, on the other hand, tend to do a lot of assists like that. Azubuike.
The top 3 points that are in the Big 12. He's going to have opportunities to use that, get to his one-dribble pull-up.
Azubuike with 1 foot in the paint. Kansas TCU trading buckets in the early minutes. Azubuike with a big throwdown. There's Devontae Graham, decides to pull it out. Svi for three. Svi Mykhailiuk, he's got double figures in 6 of his last 7 games. Great complimentary score for the Horned Frogs. Here's Svi, same spot, same result.
Svi Mykhailiuk slips out of that ball screen right there.
Graham with the floater. Pretty teardrop from Devontae Graham. Again in the paint.
And finally a reason for this crowd to get up and cheer.
Vick to the cup. Great answer by Gerald Vick, who has 5. Now 5 to shoot. Graham to Azubuike. Lightfoot drives, and they call the foul, and they want the bucket too. Mykhailiuk, tough shot by Svi Mykhailiuk.
Jalen Fisher back on the court. Has to be careful, but has to be aggressive.
Inside Azubuike, wide open for the dunk. Mykhailiuk shot fake. NBA range for Devontae Graham, who has 20.
I would expect a healthy dose of ball screen here for Devontae Graham. Get the ball to your best player.
Lightfoot, why not for 3?
When it's your night, it's your night.
Mykhailiuk with a cold-blooded 3 from the top of the key.
Who's your next opponent?
Malik Newman, a Euro step crossover.
We saw that on Tuesday.
Blocked by Newman. Here comes Vick. Off to Newman. He's able to finish.
Here's Graham. 2 seconds. Mykhailiuk. Got it!
Devontae Graham gives it up. Azubuike finishes.
By Devontae Graham to attack the basket. And then a fantastic stuff by Udoka Azubuike.
Has it stripped away.
Great play by Graham. Good pass.
Graham for the tie. Yes! KU has come all the way back. Mikhailuk, the finger roll, puts KU back on top.
10 on the shot clock. Azubuike.
Maybe DeAndre Ayton, maybe Luka Doncic. No more wins.
Mikhailuk knocks it down from the corner. Another three. Graham catch and shoot.
Fran, on offense, the other thing with Graham without Mason is they were able to get each other shots at times. Nobody else can get Graham a shot except for him, like he did right there.
Vic, lob, Azubuike.
A lot of times he is shooting it on the way down rather than on the way up. That ball's going on the way down.
Azubuike does it again.
And controlled it this time.
Newman.
Yeah, they're messing around with the ball too much.
Miles inside. Blocked by Azubuike. Newman. Dagger.
LeGerald Vick a step back. Knocks down another triple. Trae Young capitalizes. Cruises in. Can't get it to go.
Wow. Defense played him tough. They forced his angle where he didn't have a good angle on that backboard.
LeGerald Vick.
He's not afraid to take a chance, and that's why he turns the ball over a little bit. Great players do that.
Newman. Another three goes down. Aaron pass. Mikhailuk's got it. Gives it up. The lob. Lightfoot gets to hang from the... Their point guards. Coming up on 7 minutes to go in the first half. Mikhailuk knocks it down.
That was run by the Toronto Raptors GM, Masai Ujiri, and I reached out to Masai Ujiri today of Toronto and said that his Giants of Africa camp.
Mahogany in Oklahoma City, great steakhouse.
Yeah, that's a Dick Vitale, Billy Donovan price range restaurant. Another three, Malik Newman. Graham, NBA range, got another. The lob. Mikhailuk. Yes.
3 points. Really slowed down over that losing streak in 6 games. Came in here in the last 5, 10 for 50.
Azubuike.
They just did not challenge lobs, 3-point shots, dribble penetration.
Another three. Odoms turns it over. Azubuike. The lob, Vic. Great catch.
Well, terrific job by Devontae Graham to come from behind. And in the first game these two teams played, Kansas didn't get any 50-50 ball for Texas Tech. They want to drive the ball, get into the paint, get to the rim.
Devontae Graham.
Run good offense. They run motion offense. It's Bob Knight's motion, and they have not gotten good shots.
Azubuike discards Hamilton. They got the lead on the road early.
Well, Texas Tech has to do a better job of guarding the three-point line. That's now 6 of 9 from three-point range. Most of it comes from the weak side.
Again, how good.
Vic is in the corner.
Great head fake, great pass fake, then the kick. Boy, look at these two handle the ball. I mean, that's just...
Good decision. That's who I'd want the ball in the hands of.
Graham's calling out a play. Shot clock's running down. He does it again. Ball on a string. Drives. Forces up a player.
right way, and every game we're seeing the confidence of Kerwin Roach continue to grow.
Well, that was a big shot he made. Look at the jab. Nobody better.
Malik Newman right to the goal.
Bill's a safe pick.
Here comes Devontae Graham. Behind the back. Gives it up to Lightfoot.
What a play.
And two of his three best players active tonight as Vic passed up a layup, or so it seemed, for a Mikhailuk three. That worked out for Kansas. Graham with the steal. Lobs it. Mikhailuk finishes.
But right now, they said, let's take the easy one, the highlight play. And they need a highlight to get back in this game, and they are. Career, and it came at a great time. 20 in the first half to get them going.
Devontae Graham thought about a three. Instead, it's Mikhailuk. And the Jayhawks on the board first. Newman. Yes.
At the split second last time, he should have went straight up.
DeSouza caught under the backboard. Muscles up a reverse.
First time we're seeing 2-3 zone from Kansas State, and it's something you don't see often, but desperate times call for desperate measures.
Floater from Vic. Devontae Graham, mid-range. That's good. Garrett hits a three. Mikhailuk. That is not a brick. And a timeout, or check that, we've got a foul. Devontae Graham, NBA range, knocks it down.
An opportunity to play under pressure.
Graham to Newman. He pulls up. He's got another. Garrett's going to try again. He's going to miss again. Now he gets a steal. Heads up play by Garrett to turn the tide. Jada lost the dribble. Here comes the Gerald Vic. Back outside to Newman. Yes. Offensive rebound for Vic. DeSouza has 9 rebounds as he sets up Newman. That's a three. Just like that.
When you say nobody better, and I mentioned Villanova, they're still great at it. I didn't mean to say that they aren't great, because they certainly are.
Lightfoot, yes, able to throw it down off the bounce from Graham. Devontae Graham to the corner to Mikhailuk. That's his home office. Beaten to it by Vic, and he hands it off to Newman. Malik Newman lobs it. And DeSouza hangs from the rim. Newman from the wing. Off the feed from Devontae. Silvio DeSouza is Kansas's leading scorer. He's got 10 and banking it home.
Don't go
Graham
under.
for three. Rattles it home.
Blew up at a tournament, got more offers at Brewster Academy, and found himself at Kansas. Both guys under-recruited, both guys overperforming.
To come up with a lineup to utilize the three-point line. And you're seeing a clinic tonight.
DeSouza off the... Malik Newman. Kansas leads again.
Ball screen coming. Can he get to the paint?
There goes DeSouza down the lane. Devontae Graham. Yes. Newman from the corner. Another three.
Lob ahead. Nice pass. Rothschild in close. Shot it rejected by Lightfoot. And transition basket for Malik Newman.
Stops a string of shutouts that creates those open court opportunities. Graham
Opportunity, high percentage shots.
Foreman dribbled into some traffic, had to kick it out to Wood, who had it stripped by Graham. Graham with a steal. Mikhailuk off the window. Graham tips it in. Graham well aware of that, and he'll take it himself and got it. Graham, deep three. Got it. This is when number 4 goes to work. Straight up with it and drops it home.
Kind of paralyzed on that catch.
Left hand, pretty move by Graham.
Not giving any angles to the rim for Broder.
And Vic buries one on the other end. Delgado in tight against Lightfoot, too strong. Offensive rebound, and then Lightfoot the rejection. Offensively down in the low block against the guy you just mentioned, Delgado. And Delgado,
the racing form on officials, you know in advance, they have certain tendencies. Supposed to call it in a uniform manner, but not always the case.
that was a shot, I think, by Mikhailuk. Trying to get around him and can't. Good defense by Delgado. And Malik Newman says, I'll take over.
Yeah, not the shot Kevin Willard wanted.
Newman's going straight up with it. Yes. 10 seconds of the half.
Good help by the Pirates.
Newman. The three goes from the other side. Quiet night. Well, it's not quiet anymore. 15 for Carrington. And Kansas continues to hit from the outside. Newman, that quick first step, and the drive is good. 10 on the shot clock. Newman going to work. Pull up. Buries it. It's a three. They get it to Vic. He's double teamed. Back to Mikhailuk, who threw it away almost. But underneath, Lightfoot on the dish from Graham.
Offhand puts it up with the left hand short. Snaps it back outside. Mikhailuk gives it to Newman. Last minute give up. Newman, who's had a great tournament, now driving in, lays it up for two. He averaged 24 points in the Big 12 tournament, was named the most outstanding player of the Big 12 tournament. Look at this. Mikhailuk takes it from Graham, senior to senior.
So many weapons on the offensive end for both clubs on the perimeter. Look at this blow by and lean, spotty search.
Newman kicks it in gear.
Great at dancing and drilling.
Kansas scoreless for 3.5 minutes.
Nice give.
Newman wide open with a three. Hey, he's not missing that. Not these days.
They interviewed him when CBS had the NBA in the hallway. He was hollering at the players about what they did wrong. The light went on, that smile. He gets it. Nice lob to the big fella.
Azubuike with two. Driving, giving it up to Vic.
Nice rebound. That's his game.
And to Sosa with the putback.
Dribble drive. Get in a gap. You don't have to help there.
Mikhailuk trying to get separation. Steps back. He's got the three. Oh, and he's just tied. He's just tied. Terry Brown single season early in the game.
It speaks to the offensive firepower of Kansas. They don't rely just on one guy, multiple guys. It's Azubuike down low.
Just a little ISO, high-low. How about the little dribble drive?
That on this side.
That's what they should have reposted. Big dope. Got it inside. Now look at this. Say goodnight. Leave the chandeliers, big fella.
Again, never trailed. Mikhailuk again got around Reed. Oh, big. He just threw it down.
Great crossover by Mikhailuk. But the young fella, the young one, Vic, coming out of nowhere.
Because the dribble drive gets everybody's attention. Nice run.
The lob, Azubuike right back out with it. Newman got the three.
Woo. And they just come at you in waves, Coach.
What a great job by Doak, bodying him out, forcing him to that tough angle. Nice drop step here.
Newman right back to Graham. He'll launch it, and he'll get it.
Wow, timeout, I think. Got to get one. Get the big guy to the box.
Newman. Nifty footwork. Frees the shot. That's a three.
That Newman can deliver. Nice corral. It's a good word here in Omaha.
Yes, it is.
And he's a good player right here in Omaha.
Puts it over to Garrett.
They are struggling here. Rudderless right now.
Yep, without Graham out there.
Tough shot.
But gets it to go, Mikhailuk. There's Reed coming off that screen. Hesitation move around Azubuike. Has that rejected. Bounces out to Newman. Two taggers there.
3 on 2.
Shut him off. Outside he goes on a wing to Graham. And
big,
look out.
Big time block.
And of course that leads, Coach.
Exactly. And look at how they get organized on a fast break. Everybody protects the rim. Get Get those puppies organized. Run some clock, get a good look.
I think you want to get inside. Get big fella.
Newman, top of the key and beyond.
Well, give it to him.
What a difference he makes on that floor. Back screen lob, here it is.
Broken up. Skara got a hand on it, but Azubuike picks up the loose change. Kicks it over to Vic. That's a three. Both teams having a tough time here. Hitting a shot.
And Jim, this pace is great for Kansas. You want to play fast. You don't want that zone to get set up. And you want to establish the big fella, Azubuike, down low.
This is in his 15th Elite Eight game, which ties the Dean Smith record for most times in this spot in the regional final. Luke with the three.
Nice. Maybe put Devontae Graham there at that free throw line area. Their best decision maker, their facilitator. He might be able to carve apart that defense interior-wise.
Here he is taking the three. Wow. Now on cue, Grant.
That's why you're not coaching.
Particularly from DeVal.
See, this is so very tough to defend. Boy, that's a settle, huh? How about this kid? Quick in the short corner.
Newman trying to get separation, gives it up with 8 to shoot. Big.
That shot's right there. All day long. Just don't go in against the bigs.
I want to switch off.
Carte blanche wherever they want to go, though. They are just decimating with dribble drive. Got a good look here.
Newman, that's three.
There's your assist. You've been complaining about the kid all day. Grayson goes wherever he wants. Testimony there.
To Newman, didn't get there in time.
Looked like they were going to try and trap another. Ball movement again, gets a clean look.
And he got those puppies organized.
And they sure do. Like Vic getting available the last trip down here.
Here's the lob. Oh, is that high up in the air? And Azubuike was waiting for it.
Pretty good bloodlines there, too. Marvin Bagley, wouldn't you say, Jim?
Oh, my goodness. Grandfather was a legend. There's Graham with a three.
Watch for a little ball screen. Nice cut. Swing.
To Luke, all set up by Newman.
And a nice run to the baseline. Newman. And all net from three.
Jayhawks down three. Don't have to get the three here.
No, go to the rim.
They're going to go for the three, though. That's a tie.
There's the overload. There's Newman. Boy, has he been stroking these jump shots. Go inside the paint quickly, right back outside the Newman. He is on target tonight. Be in the attack mode, crash the glass.
That gives him 30 for the game. Ties a career high. Allen with the three-point shot. Tapped out, right back to him. Wants it again, it's short. And the rebound by Graham with 18 seconds. Bagley up ahead.
Oh, they don't. Wow.
Tried to save it, Trent. Right back to Newman. 10 seconds to go.
They got a foul, yep. The giveaway.
And you said it best, Jim.
Twice, right?
It almost went twice. Rolling around the rim, but
this was just great theater.
You got to tip your hat to Kansas.
They start the year thinking championship, both these programs.
Third time's going to be the charm for Graham and Luke. Allen's career is going to come to an end here with a long shot that drops, but only 3 seconds to go. And that is going to do it. Kansas is still dancing and heading to San Antonio.
And Jim, when you think about this for Kansas, you talked about Luke and Devontae Graham, Perry Ellis, Wayne Selden, Frank Mason,